We have all signed up for the Little Grass annual concert. Now, before we begin, shall I propose to you a very beautiful story that many of us thought that it might not be important in our lives, and never have we thought music can really play a hand in our fate. Now, ladies and gentlemen, once upon a time, there exists two very beautiful individuals. Two individuals who do not know each other. Two individuals who have not spoken to each other. And two individuals who have greeted each other. Now, the one thing that is in common between the both of them is that all along, they have been staying next to each other. Now, little did they realize that they were actually neighbors. What's more confusing with two neighbors who have not seen each other, who have not greeted each other, who have not talked to each other, is that they are so busy with their daily lifestyle. Now, the girl is courteous teacher, a beautiful young lady who does her daily job in a local secondary school. Now, she teaches geography and she likes to read a lot. Next, the boy, who is a fitness instructor who spends most of his time admiring his own body. And also playing with his dumbbells. Now, we have seen a fitness instructor who is so obsessed with himself, so that's why never has he thought that there exists a girl in her life. Now, the same goes to the girl who is so passionate about teaching, who is so dedicated in giving her time to a student. Never has she thought that a man would be important in their lives. Now, one thing very in common between the both of them, although they are busy with their daily life, although they might be doing their own things, but they always had their headphones on. Now, this is how they spend their leisure time thinking about the future, the past, and the present. What's more incredible is that behind these headphones, we hear some familiar melody. Now, I do not know. Maybe God has his hands. God plays his fates. On a very fine day, these two individuals finally met across an aisle. It was as though the lightning has struck. The girl dropped her book, the boy picks it up and returns to her, being a gentleman he is. Now, a miracle happens right at this moment. They pick up each other's handset, but it was not theirs. One thing for sure, jaw down, startled, surprised, that all along, that they have been listening to the same music.
我爱你有多深，我爱你有几分，你去想一想，你去看一看，月亮代表我的心。
Surprised and do not know what to say. Never have they thought two persons who are not bonded by biological terms, who do not do the same things on a daily basis, actually can spend time in the park talking to each other about their aspirations, about their hopes, and about how they spend time ignoring each other's life in the past. Now, one thing very incredible is that music definitely has its hands in fate. Now, as you can see, the story goes as usual, like every beautiful fairy tale, and they live happily ever after. Joanne, I'm sure that it would be a very well-rehearsed story if you and the boy just now were true couples.
Sure.
Now, I believe it is very weird to see two unknown people sitting right in front of you, and there's a storyteller right beside. The thing is, the message that we're going to bring through, that music definitely brings more meaning than melodies. And as we have seen, music has got its hands in love and fate.
是的，对于我们来说，音乐不会分国际，不会分语言，就算两个陌生的人也可以听着同一首歌。所以，我们今天晚上我们的月光，想要让大家摘下耳机，享受今晚的月光。
Now, before that, I've almost forgotten. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so happy to see all of us here today, despite it's Wednesday. You know, everybody is rushing to go home. Tomorrow is Thursday. It's a public holiday. Now, thank you very much. It is our honor to have all of us here.
是的，有大家的出现是我们的荣幸，因为明天是假期，相信很多人都很想回家吧。
Now, one thing very special about our Little Grass Annual Concert is that most of the composing artists and performances today are actually written by our own students. You know, they compose their own songs, they write their own lyrics, and they choreograph their own band.
是的，我们今晚的所有的歌，都是由我们的 compose， 是我们创作组。自己写的词曲，甚至乐队的彩排也是我们小草颂精心准备已久，又 想要在今晚呈现给大家的。
Joanne, very true. Definitely, without some technical errors, we cannot call our event a successful one. Now, I'm not sure whether how many of us has actually, go onto the internet and seen this YouTube sensation. For your information, she is actually Malay descent. She sings some very beautiful Chinese melodies, and the one thing that shot her to fame is that she did not choose to perform in a language that she's more familiar with.
是的，有一位大马歌手，他是位马来歌手，可是他在参加歌唱比赛的时候，居然选唱了一首华语歌曲。由此可见，音乐是不分种族、不分语言的。
Now we have seen, if she decides as a Malay descent to sing a Chinese song, it is obvious that music has got no boundaries in terms of language, culture, and personalities. Everybody's beautiful, especially in terms of music. Now, the technical team, can we have the music for Sheila Amza? A very well...
如果我单单听他的歌曲，我绝对想不到他是个马来人。
Now, are we going to expect the very same videos of such quality to be displayed on our concert stage tonight? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I do not want to spoil the surprises because people always say save the best for last.
所以我们今晚的表演。我们会有英文歌曲，会有华语歌曲。当然，这些歌曲等下会让大家慢慢欣赏我们的表演。
Testing. Now, another thing very special about Sheila Amza is that, despite our recent disappearing of the MH370 aeroplane, and a lot of netizens on the internet have criticized her about being a Malaysian. Now, she can easily retaliate and say, okay, I am out of China now. But she stayed on. And she said, music has got nothing to do with politics. Music has got nothing to do with disappearings. And music has got nothing to do with China or Malaysia. Music itself is music. Now, there is a trait that we should always look forward upon, the passion in music.
是的。相信大家都知道，Sheila Amza在这次的 MH370事件被中国的网友攻击得很惨吧。当然，这件事情也影响不了他对音乐的热情，可见音乐对于他来讲是很重要的。
Now, talking about aeroplanes, I'm sure that a lot of us were surprised that the President of the United States, President Obama, who came by 3 days ago, by a very strong, very big Boeing 737, United States of America. So the next thing that we're going to talk about, President Obama, is definitely not something political, because in our campus you're not allowed to talk about politics and all. Now, I'd like you to see a very special kitty kind of a picture of our Prime Minister, Dato Sri Najib Razak, and President Obama. See? I'm sure that most of us have seen this on, oh my goodness. I'm sure that most of us have seen this on internet.
大家看到这张照片吧？我们的首相纳吉他跟美国总统奥巴马的合照，相信大家都在网络上看过这张照片。这是美国总统奥巴马在前几天来马来西亚的时候，我们的首相拍的合照。
Joanne, has this got anything to do with music? Just a picture of two very normal humans. It's just that they are more powerful than any average of us. Now, the real thing that we want to show you is this. Next. Malaysia cannot succeed unless equal opportunities given, says Obama. Now, I'm sure there's been a very well rehearsed story, but as I've said, not allowed to talk about politics. Now, Joanne, what are we talking about, huh? What are we talking about?
我们既然是小草送的创作演艺发表会，当然是要讲音乐，那你可能在这里讲政治呢。
Very true. Now, equal opportunities. In this case, we are talking about music. Now, we have jazz, we have band, we have R&B, we have soul, we have rock. Now, what do you think our President Obama likes, Joey?
I think he likes some very rock and roll.
Rock and roll? Are we talking about Beyonce? Definitely not Beyonce.
No.
Who is the one then?
Maybe he likes something like Kanye West.
Kanye West. Kanye East or Kanye West? Kanye,
Oops. Is Kanye East or Kanye West?
Kanye West. Definitely
Yeah.
Kanye West, ladies and gentlemen. Now, okay. It appears that we have a bit of technical glitch. So, I'm going to share to you a very beautiful story again. Now, this is not a story. This is an experience in which I've seen from my friends, boys and girls. Okay, and of course, I myself have experienced. The main thing, the happy point of a relationship between a man and a woman. What is it? Now, I've read a lot of psychological reports, and they say that if we want a relationship to be happy, there is only one thing that we need to endorse. That is, women are definitely smarter than men.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Now, why do we say women are smarter than men? Now, if anyone here, okay, came with your hands held, with your another half, with your spouse, okay, I'm sure that the girls will be looking at you with like one kind, okay? Investigation also always show that women are crazy and men, testing, women are crazy and men are stupid. Now, the very reason of why women are crazy is because men are stupid. Now, Joanne, let me give you a book. What is it in your mind that you're thinking right now?
Right now, I'm thinking that after I end this concert, I want to having watch supper and I want to have a very well sleep night and I want to enjoy my Labor Day because Labor Day is holiday, right?
You know what what do I have in my mind right now?
Of course, I don't know.
Okay, there's only I have in mind right now. Can we end this as soon as possible? Now, you see, that is the difference between a lady and a man. Now, a man is definitely not a thing. It's because our brain isn't programmed to do so. Now, a study in the University of Wisconsin also showed that an average man would speak of 7,000 words per day. What about a lady? Joanne, what do you think?
Of course, more than 7,000, right?
Okay, give me a figure. 7,000.
Maybe 3 times more than 7 times.
You're
right?
very close, Joanne. An average woman will speak about 20,000 words per day. Now, there is a very good scientific backup to that. Now, if you were to see in popular bookshop, you just go and see the magazine corner, and you see the men's corner. In ladies' corner, there will be a lot of intelligent articles that are published in their magazines. Now, refer to page 1, how women can understand men. Refer to page 2. Joanne?
How pro men?
Exactly. Refer to page 3, how do we spend our precious time? You see, but if you were to go to a men's corner and you look at the magazines produced over there, usually there will only be pictures. Pictures of what? Pictures of cars, pictures of ladies, and
right?
Joanne, I don't want to stand near you now because anytime you're going to throw the mic at me. Now, picture of cars, picture of ladies, a lot of them. But at the end of the page, there is a very special article. How to avoid a shark attack. Now, this article is put there for a reason, you know. It's not because we want to read it. It's because anytime when a guy is reading and a girlfriend is walking by, okay, and we are looking at the picture of some ladies, and then, oops, what do you think you're reading, my dear? Oh, I'm reading about shark attack. Now, that is how we avoid getting screwed. Now, I'm sure that most of us have enjoyed this a little bit of chit-chatting session, okay, a little bit of warm-up session. Now we are in for the real thing.
好的，现在我们的大会即将开始，各位来宾，请大家先行入席。在我们的发表会正式开始之前，请各位将手机调成静音模式，以免外界的纷扰打扰你享受音乐的好心情。接着，大家想要在表演期间拍照的话，请尽量减少使用闪光灯，以免影响到表演者。
Our glorious event of the night is about to begin. Please be comfortable with your respective seats. Now, we do have some warm reminders for all of us here. We really appreciate it if you can switch off your cell phone, okay, to silent mode. And if you really need to snap a couple of pictures, please do switch off the flashlight mode. Thank you.
好的，现在请大家起立，让我们以热烈的掌声欢迎今晚的嘉宾入席。
Let us bid a warm welcome to our guests of honor for today.
理大工程系分院滑鞋顾问 Dr. Chong， 费用级 Media 简抗力。
Advisor of Chinese Cultural Society, Dr. Chong Kok-kyung, accompanied by Pao, Madam Lydia.
汉语讲师许玉轩老师。
Chinese Language Lecturer, Miss Ko Gek Swan.
滑鞋副主席刘惠美学姐。
Vice President of Chinese Cultural Society, Miss Lo Hui Mi.
当然还有我们的赞助商。
Our silver. Oh, sorry, that was bad. Our silver sponsors.
启润造纸业有限公司代表黄元海先生。
Mr. Ui Guan Huai, representative of NTPM Holdings Berhad.
还有 Excellent Engineering 代表许先生。
Mr. Ko of Excellent Engineering.
当然，最后少不了我们的第14届小草颂新歌创作发表会筹委会主席许慧文学姐。
Last but not least, our very powerful women, President of Little Grass Musical Club, Director of the 14th Annual Little Grass Concert, Miss Stephanie.
请大家就坐。尊敬的嘉宾们以及各位来宾，大家晚上好！欢迎大家出席今晚由小草颂所主办的第14届小草颂新歌创作发表会。我们是今晚的大会司仪，我是子芬。
Ladies and gentlemen. Technical glitch. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening will be to all, and welcome to our 14th Little Grass Annual Concert. We will be your grand MCs of the night, and my name is Su Guan Lim.
感谢大家抽出宝贵的时间出席我们今晚的第14届小草颂新歌创作发表会。
Now, thank you for spending your precious, wonderful time with us. It is our honor to have all of us here.
我们今晚的主题是月光，寓意音乐人生，绽放光芒。
Our theme for today is Luminous Night. Music is life, resonating the colors of the wind.
音乐是我们的生命，是我们表达感情的语言。
Now, little did we know that music is actually a part and parcel of our very important life to express our love and warmth.
当然，音乐同时点缀了我们的人生，冲走了我们的泪水， 带走了我们的疲惫，安抚了我们的情绪，陪伴了我们的孤独，描写了我们的青春，同时感动了我们的生命。
Now, Joanne, that would have been a very well-rehearsed composition. To sum it all, I have a hunch that you actually mean lively music can wash away our sadness, fatigue, loneliness, and channel in youth, life, and emotions.
好的，事不宜迟，接下来让我们有请劳苦功高的筹委会主席许慧文学姐上台为我们致辞。
Now, without further ado, we would like to welcome the director of the 14th Annual Little Grass Concert, Miss Stephanie, to come to the stage to deliver her speech. Welcome.
Good evening. First of all, I would like to thank Teachers Advisors of Persatuan Bahasa Tionghoa, Dr. Chong Kok Kyong and Ms. Kor Gek Suan, Dr. Ui Guan Hai from NTPM Holdings, and Mr. Kor and family from Excellent Engineering. Representative from Majlis Perwakilan Pelajar USM Engineering Campus, Muhammad Daniel Shafiq. Vice President of Persatuan Bahasa Tionghoa USM Engineering Campus, Ms. Lo Hui Mi. And my fellow friends to spend your night together with us. Music is life, that's why our hearts have beats. Luminous, which is our theme this year. For us, it is the amount of energy emitted by music per unit time. Music brings joy and happiness. Music never fails to shine and helped a lot of people went through the lowest point of life and every depressing, lonely moments. Music makes you happier, as music is always there, like a friend, your best friend that never leaves. Of course, to make tonight's event a success, I would like to thank my great team that walked hand in hand with me as a part of learning process in this university life. My greatest appreciation to Tumbleweeds, our seniors, who helped a Little Grass Music Club in guiding and mentoring the juniors. Department heads of Little Grass Music Club, namely Publicity and Interaction, Audio Engineer, Visual Aids Specialist, Master of Ceremonies, Creative Arts Designers, Photography and Event Recording, and Fundraising team that worked very well in making this concert a success. I can still remember last year I was at the backstage having a hard time to shut off my nervousness as a performer. And this year, it was out of my expectation to first be the president of Little Grass Music Club, and second, to handle this big event that I can say that it is so far the biggest one that I have handled in my life. Most importantly, I would like to thank my team of high committees that took up their responsibilities in helping me to be a better leader, in helping Little Grass to be a better team. Last but not least, I would also like to show my appreciation to all the musicians and composers that sacrificed their time in composing and practicing their new songs to be presented tonight. I sincerely thank each and every one that helped since the past